afternoon and welcome to On the Couch with Nomzamo. Today I'd like us to engage on a subject very close to my heart and a subject that I think is relevant during the 16 days of activism against women and children abuse campaign. Why we still refer to this as a campaign beats me. Why are we talking about 16 days also beats me. What happens to the rest of the 346 days? Don't you think we need more men who will say, "Not in my name," and more women who would be in a position to say, "I am ending the silence. I am going to speak out"? But it seems like we're not in that position as a country. If we're still running campaigns on sensitive matters such as this, matters that contribute to the destruction of our moral fiber as a society, I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed by the stats that I've come across saying that 1 in 5 women older than 18 have experienced physical abuse. I'm disturbed by the stats that says women and girls are at most at risk of gender-based violence, with recent crime statistics finding that a woman is murdered every 3 hours in South Africa. Every 3 hours. No wonder we have child-headed households. No wonder we have broken families, because the stats is just too much. People are walking around broken, disturbed, and the perpetrators are smiling in the streets because they know that she's not going to end the silence. She's not going to speak up. Until she speaks up, I am free. But she won't, because I'll keep threatening her and threatening her and threatening her until she decides it's better to die with the secret than die in the hands of the men that keep abusing her. It's a sad story. You know, gender-based violence is bigger than we can ever comprehend. And I know the focus is always on physical abuse, and it's easy to have that as focus because you can tell. You can tell umuntu mayene blue eye. You can tell when they have swollen lips and the discoloration in the body. You can tell. But what about those discolorations when abuser targets because they know that they don't show? My abuse is iqedile ukukushaya la kungekubonakale khona. Well, you'll have to undress for everyone to see, and they know that chances you won't. It escalates further. Abuse may be focused on physical, but there's also emotional abuse, psychological abuse, financial abuse, where scars are not seen. And I'm not saying the kind of abuse is any better than the other. I'm not. I'm just saying, ladies, can we empower ourselves? Can we end the silence? Can we read more about all the types of abuse so that we are able to see which one is relevant to you? Men are breaking us every day. They are breaking us with their hands. They are breaking us with their feet. They are breaking us with their words, and they are breaking us with their money. We need to recognize the signs. And before we can recognize the signs, we need to focus on self-love. Because when you love yourself the way you deserve to be loved, one clap is enough. One hand choking you on your neck is enough. One kick on your ribs should be enough. That word that umuntu wakho knows ukuthi when he utters, he breaks you, should be enough. Indaba zokunxikiselwa ngemali, when you know exactly as a woman of the house ukuthi that money is not going to waste, but it's going to the essentials zasekhaya, is abuse. So may we recognize the signs, may we know the signs, and may we acknowledge, sivume, when we find ourselves in an abusive situation. It all starts with acceptance. I can't help you if you're not ready to accept your situation. She can't help you. The police can't help you. The nurse can't help you. The doctor can't help you. Because until you accept the situation for what it is, you will always go back. And every time you go back, you give the guy permission to break you over and over and over again. So today is just a tip of the iceberg, and hence I refer to it as part 1. We will still talk about the types of abuse: physical abuse, emotional, psychological abuse, and financial abuse. I would like us to dig deep. I would like us to come end of the 16 days of activism against women and children abuse, at least be empowered enough to know what to do. Be empowered enough to take care of yourself. And if you have children, and your children, be empowered enough to start working on that exit plan, and be empowered enough to walk away when you know, and only you know, the time is right for you to walk away. Until part 2, this is Nomzamo on the couch, and thank you very much.